Trending news. Lagos cannot be easily shut down by Sunday Igboho. He is just joking. Here are my reasons. Newsline media reports. It is no longer news that popular Yoruba activist Sunday Igboho, aka known as Sunday Igboho, has reportedly set a date to shut down Lagos State in a bid to continue the campaign of a separate nation out of Nigeria. You remember that a recall for secession sprang following reports of the alleged killings and the kidnapping of some Yoruba people by some fallen herdsmen. Sunday Igboho reports. Sunday Igboho, with his crew, has led a successful protest for the Yoruba nation in some parts of the southwest region, especially where he got the support of monarchs. Meanwhile, Lagos seems to be one of the major southwest regions proposed for the next protests. See why Sunday Igboho should drop the idea of shutting down Lagos. To Chief Sunday Igboho, who is trying to fight for the cause of the nation, of the Yoruba nation, the plight behind the demand is understood, but only a few reasons behind the Yoruba nation's call may be genuine. However, secession protests might have been successfully carried out in a few other southwestern parts of Nigeria. Here are my reasons why I feel the same activities won't be successful carried out in Lagos State. One is heavy and well-organized security. In terms of heavy security, Lagos boasts one of the most organized, if not the most among all states in Nigeria. For this, it will be a Herculean task. 2 is commercial center. Lagos is a commercial center whose occupants may have time for any protest if it is not a nationally accredited one. 3. Diversity of ideology of secession. Not everyone support the ideology of separation in Nigeria. Unlike other southeastern governors or southeastern states, and there is enough diversity of ideology in Lagos State, and convincing them for separation won't really work. Never convincing them, bribing them, doing all sorts of things to make them allow the separation will never work. In this case, prayerfully working towards a nation where people coexist and unite as one should be the desire of the people. Even though it is well understood that there are security challenges Nigerians are facing. Thank you, viewers, for a lovely time and for listening to this news. You can imagine, in a civilized world, government only monitor any process. You can imagine. In a civil war, government only monitor any process. They don't monitor any process. I meant to say, the greedy and selfish Nigerian government at all levels, they will do everything to block any process. Is that not a big shame to Nigerian government? It's a big shame, as far as I'm concerned. They don't even think about it. They don't even want to know if it's a big one or not. All they do is to keep fooling themselves doing what that is not even necessary. The right thing that should be done they will never do. But the wrong thing, they do at the right time. God is more than the evil people, than the haters of Yoruba people. God is more than them. Those that hate what Sunday Igboho is doing to protect the lives and properties of the Yorubas. And I know that someday they will be dealt with. You can imagine. Is it because Sunday Igboho listen to the cry of the poor masses in the Yoruba land? I know he will always support fighting for freedom. You can imagine. That is why they are trying to deal with him. The first time they sent soldiers to arrest him, they never succeeded. They sent thugs to burn down his house. They succeeded in burning down his house, thinking that he was there, but they never succeeded. You can imagine. You can imagine. Just see the book of Ecclesiastes 3. It's time to keep quiet and it's time to talk. This is high time to talk. That is why Sunday Igboho is coming out to say all of this, to protest against Buhari's administration, to protest against insecurity, since Buhari has refused to tackle this issue of insecurity in this country amicably. Sunday Igboho has made it a mandate, a compulsory thing on himself, that he's going to make sure this so-called herdsman leaves the country. But as the sponsors have said, nothing at such will happen. So Sunday Igboho made up his mind to separate. The same way Nnamdi Kanu asking for separation. And now they don't want to give him. They don't want to grant him that. You can imagine. They refuse to grant him that the same way they refuse to grant Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu. You can imagine. Can you imagine that? You can imagine. This is so wicked of the federal government. You can imagine. He didn't say he's shutting down Lagos. Yoruba Nation awareness will surely be conducted at Lagos, just like in other states. So when did you hear that he want to shut down Lagos? He's shutting down Lagos because of the protest. What he meant by shutting down Lagos is he's going to protest all Lagos, every what he meant is every corner, the place of the protest that the protest will be heading will be filled with protesters, will be blocked, not that it will be shut down completely. You can imagine. People don't understand English. They only, whenever they hear anyone English, they pretend, or sorry, they behave as if, wow, they know it all. They pretend as if they're the graduate, the most graduated, the most intelligent person in the world. You can imagine. They said Johnny Igboho is going to shut down. We have different shutting down. And he's going to close Lagos completely. No. Is it the government? Is it the governor? Or the president that will do such a thing? He's going to shut down Lagos. He's going to protest all around Lagos for his protest. That is what he meant by shutdown. All the Yoruba people will definitely protest all over Lagos. So if you don't understand English, then you go back to the dictionary and start checking before you come out and conclude and say what you don't know. You can imagine. You can imagine. It's not shutting down Lagos. Yoruba Nation awareness will surely be conducted at Lagos, just like in the other state. That's what it meant. You can imagine. Whoever does not like it should simply go and hug Transformer. Yoruba Nation is a must, and they must get their republic. Likewise, Biafra. So viewers, what is your take on this?